Yo, you two, how you doing? Let's get right into it. Biscuit stats, 10k health, healthy amount of defense. Nothing else to really say on that. 12.3k life from Lina for some healthy healing. Brewery, we're going full crit rate set. I probably do want to try in the future a Avenger set for next week. So hopefully I'll be, farming some good stuff because I do have Avenger gear, but it's just not as viable. The crit rate is a bit too low, even with the Delo pet. So this is more of a safe option. Ariel, we also got a crit rate set 97. She's going to be capped out with the Delo pet. And then Miho, crit rate also going to be capped out from the Delo pet. To keep in mind, Miho is super important here for giga damage because when Rachel does her top skill, her S2, she applies magic damage reduction onto the whole team. The whole point of this bottom skill S1 from Miho is that she will remove the debuff removals from the back row allies. The whole point is Ruri to do giga damage, so, unfortunately, I did try out the other formation where Miho could be the backline, but right now my Miho stats attack is a tad bit, like 30 damage higher than Ruri right now, and I don't have really the gear to kind of swap. Miho would just be losing way too much damage. So we're just gonna put her back line, and it's better this way because having the defense right now is more of a viable option, even if this is 14%. I think overall this is hopefully gonna be the run. All right, let's get into it. So this first wave, my Ariel does not clear. She doesn't have enough giga damage, but we're just going to finish it off with some basic attacks, which is perfectly fine. Beautiful. Now, Ruri, she sometimes does clear this in one shot, and then sometimes she doesn't. It's like weird. There we go. Perfect. All right. We'll start right away with Biscuit bottom, Lina top, and then I believe Rachel will be doing her alt animation to reduce our damage, which is then we will pop Miho bottom and then Ruri top after. Yep, here it is. You'll see the debuff stacks. Let's remove the debuff from Ruri. Beautiful, now it's gone. We're gonna do Ruri top. Nice, giga damage. Probably follow up with, let's see how, okay. Getting a little bit very dangerously low already with how squishy our units are. Let's heal up. We're gonna probably do an aerial bottom actually, because what this does is that it applies blind and increased miss chance. She can actually miss her debuffs on some of the units. So let's do that. And then let's follow up right away if we can. Hopefully this damage boost that's from Lina, the pickaxe, we'll have it just in time for Ruri bottom. Beautiful. Giga damage, alright, and then we'll do Miho top right after. We could apply defense reduction, actually. Let's do that. Let's do defense reduction from Ariel, because she doesn't have the extra defense reduction. There's the permanent one, and then the defense reduction that has stacks, so. Oh, here comes the top skill. That's fine. Let's use Miho bottom to cleanse the debuff. Beautiful. Seems that Biscuit's bottom skill is going to be readied up, so we'll get that. Okay, and then we'll do Lina top right after, and then Ruri top. Ooh, Miho being dead, that's super unlucky. Man, this RNG right now that they kept hitting Miho, oh man, this is not ideal. Hopefully my Ruri can dish out some giga damage before we start dying off. Because we're not going to be able to strip away the debuff that we're going to be applied with by Rachel's top skill. And I completely missed the bottom skill proc. I'm not paying attention because I'm starting to panic now. Try to get healthy and dish out a bit more damage as much as we can before we run out of turns. Nothing else to do, so we're probably just gonna proc Biscuit top. And Ruri is dead. 839k. So right now, I believe I should have been able to... I'm not sure even if I was to miss that cycle from the skill from Ruri bottom near the end. If that even mattered that I did. Because I don't think any of her skills would have been back up by then either way. So, yeah, this is the score for the Miho team. And then right after this, you guys will see the team for Yeonhee, which did perform a tad bit higher, but not much higher. Tad bit higher. So yeah, I hope you guys understand skill queuing overall. Right, and here is the Yeonhee run. I apologize for the overlay from 7K Dreamer Plays run. This will go down around wave 2. Apologize. So we're going to be doing a Ariel bottom. We're not going to be able to clear, but thankfully from the 2-shot hit from Yeonhee's basic attack, it does clear the minions. And we do Yeonhee bottom to clear out wave 2. As always, we're going to start off with a Biscuit bottom, Lina top. Keep in mind this formation does not have any debuff removal, so we're just waiting it out at that point. We're just trying to giga damage it through the debuff that's going to be applied by Rachel. Here's the debuff. We're just going to pop all our skills no matter what. Follow up with some giga damage from Ruri. At that moment, so yeah, this was just from the stream. I shouldn't have maybe popped Lina bottom. We were still super healthy. We should have just hurried up and started Ariel's top skill, so that is a mistake. This whole day was a bunch of mistakes that were made. It's a bit iffy compared to the other castle rushes that are just kind of, I think, a tad bit easier and we're healthier to stay alive. Rachel does so much damage to especially our crit rate team because they're super squishy. Debuffs applied. Same thing goes for here. We could have maybe waited and saved Ariel's bottom and just hurry up and popped Ruri's top. At the same time, I don't think it mattered that much because now we're trying to do Biscuit bottom, Lina top, Ruri top combo as always, so that Ruri does the most amount of damage from her top skill. Yeah, see, around at this moment, we could have popped a tad bit earlier for Lina's bottom skill, but I think it still worked out. Yeah, we're only on turn 51 and we're doing 833k damage. We could probably dish out a bit more if our team was just a tad bit tanky with Yeonhee and Ariel staying alive. Unfortunately, we did not though. Probably just going to finish it off with a random Biscuit top skill. And I believe we should be dying out here soon. Yeah, that's a run. I really wish I had a bit more tickets, because this was during the stream to have a healthy amount of tries and trial and error. Because I still want to keep trying out 2 backline with Miho and then do 1 more run with the Yeonhee comp, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you understand a bit of skill queuing. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.